You on that breaking news that we have here on Sky News relating to the bridge that has collapsed in Baltimore after a large boat collided with the bridge. A portion of it has now collapsed into the water. It's the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. It collapsed after the large container boat collided with it early this morning. Reports came in early this morning that a large vessel crashed into the bridge carrying north and southbound lanes of Interstate 695. We're told that it was catching on fire before sinking and causing multiple vehicles to fall in the Patapsco River.
I don't know what on earth she's talking about there, catching fire and sinking. But as far as I'm aware, the vessel was still seaworthy and certainly not on fire and sunk. So she may well be referring to the bridge sunk, but you don't normally hear of a bridge sinking. So I don't quite know. So let's hear what she says again. Because there's no place for speculation during an unfolding incident. I mean, you can be forgiven for not knowing exact details, but you certainly don't make them up.
Collapsed after the large container boat collided with it early this morning. Reports came in early this morning that a large vessel crashed into the bridge carrying north and southbound lanes of Interstate 695. We're told that it was catching on fire before sinking and causing multiple vehicles to fall in the Patapsco River below.
I mean, sloppy journalism. It's to be generous. When she talks about it's on fire, let's hear what she says again. This is quite frustrating.
5. We're told that it was catching on fire before sinking.
We're told it was catching on fire before sinking. Well, the ship Marley, as far as I know, is still on the surface of the water, trapped under the bridge. But, I mean, okay.
And causing multiple vehicles to fall in the Patapsco River below. That's the latest that we are hearing. There's the bridge intact, and then shortly afterwards, the bridge, as you can see, collapsed. Several vehicles were on the bridge at the time. We do believe, according to emergency services, that a search is continuing now, search and rescue operation in the area. We've spoken to the local fire service. Gareth?
Yes, who say that 7 people potentially into the water vehicles.
Work.
Like you say, this bridge,
it looks like a work crew here.
Old, opened in 1977, 1.6 miles
with the
long in its entirety.
The orange flashing lights that you'd normally associate with roadworks.
Gantries of those cranes, part of the Baltimore Port and Harbour. Vehicle was leaving, heading for Sri Lanka. It's a Singaporean flagged vessel. And earlier in that footage, if you look closely, you can see large trucks crossing. You can see cars crossing as well. Like you say, the Interstate 695. That vessel, 950 feet
so
long.
let's pause it there. There appears to be no traffic because reports are saying that the vessel gave a mayday call in enough time for the authorities to stop traffic onto the bridge, but it appears that there are several vehicles here that I think were a road crew of some description. I don't think it's anything to do with a mayday call, but I don't know. But the people that are missing and the vehicles that are being detected with underwater sonar, etc., according to the latest press releases, would almost certainly be these vehicles here. Now, why they would still be on the bridge, I mean, the vehicles themselves could well have been abandoned and the people run off of the bridge. But if there are any missing people, and they are maybe people that were a road crew in this area, then surely there's got to be questions asked as to why these people were still on the bridge while this vessel, or after this vessel had given a mayday call and was en route to take out this column, effectively bringing down the whole bridge.
then.
You on that breaking news that we have here on Sky News relating to the bridge that has collapsed in Baltimore after a large boat collided with.
Yeah, again you see this crew, this crew of vehicles
here on Sky News relating to the bridge that has collapsed in Baltimore after a large boat collided
tragedy if there were
with the bridge.
people
A
there.
portion of it has now collapsed into the water. It's the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. It collapsed after the large container boat collided with it early this morning. Reports came in early this morning that a large vessel crashed into the bridge.
And just to reiterate the point, this is a well-used waterway. I mean, you've got FedEx and Amazon and all the big players that use this port. If you was going to retaliate for something in a war type environment, this would be an ideal message to send to the powers that are pulling the levers in Washington regarding the conflict in Ukraine between Russia and Ukraine, and effectively NATO as well. But so just recently we've had the massacre of innocent civilians out enjoying an evening. And the Russians have caught those, at least 4. They've arrested at least 4. I know 11 they've said arrested, taken into custody 11 people. So this, I'm not saying this could be a coincidental accident, a rare one, nonetheless. But there are such technologies as remote control. Intercept. Obviously, a lot of these systems use the internet, the Wi-Fi, and systems that are hackable. So it may be that this is a retaliation event. It may be a tragic accident. We don't know, but hopefully we may find out.